Welcome to my first vlog ever, which it sounds so strange to say, but yeah, I'm vlogging. This is something I never knew I was gonna do. I mostly wanted to make this vlog because I wanted to give a little life update of what's been happening the past couple of months. I haven't uploaded any videos. Not that I think that I need to give an explanation, because who even am I? I mean, you're probably sitting there saying like, I didn't even notice that you were gone, if you're even watching this video. But if you are, hi, hello. I'm guessing that you might be slightly interested in what I have to say, so here's a little update. So in early October, I found out that I was pregnant. As you saw in the beginning of the video, we had a 12-week scan today, so everything is going well as far as we can see. Everything looks great. But yeah, in early October, I found out that I was pregnant, which was great news because this is something that we've been wanting for a while, and it took us a little longer than we wanted to get here, but we're here and everything seems to be going well. But even though it's something that we were actively looking for, when we got the news, it was still a huge shock and a huge surprise, especially since, you know, we've been trying for a while, and it was a little frustrating that it wasn't happening at the first try. Like, everyone around me seems to be getting pregnant on their first try. I'm surrounded by extremely fertile people. That was not our case, so if it's taking you a little longer, it's normal. Actually, it's actually normal. It turns out that like the average couple spends like 6 to 12 months trying before they get pregnant. So if you are struggling a little bit, just know that you're not alone, and everyone is going to seem to be getting pregnant before you. But I assure you, not everyone gets lucky at the first try. So our world was flipped upside down when we saw that positive test. It was the mixture of great news and happiness with, oh my god, what do we do now? I have no idea what I'm doing. This is my first pregnancy. I've never been pregnant before. I have no idea what I have to do. So, you know, the first few weeks were kind of getting adjusted to the new normal, I guess. Figuring out what you can eat and what you can't eat. We were also, you know, booking doctor's appointments and checkups and all sorts of things. Like the whole protocol starts working, and you have to get like 1 million appointments like straight off the bat, and the 8-week scan and the blood work at week 10 and everything like that. It just sort of happens at once, and there's a lot of waiting in between, and that waiting is, that was hard. That was very difficult. Being like, am I even pregnant? Is this even real? Are you real? Are you in there? So yeah, the first month, the month of October, was basically learning how to be a pregnant adult. I have to say that my husband has been amazing through all of this. He is the pregnancy police. He knows if you ever have a question whether you can eat or not eat something, or do or not do something, he will have the answer. He knows everything. I guess it's a matter of controlling the situation, you know, wanting to help in any way possible, and the only way he can really help is by being informed of what is recommended or what is good for me or not. So that's actually been quite a great help, because it's taken a lot of the pressure off of me. On the days that I don't feel like myself, I can just be like, just tell me if I can do this or not, or if I can eat this or not, and he comes through. So that's been so good and so helpful, and I'm so thankful for that. And halfway towards the end of October, I started getting symptoms, nausea, fatigue, like the usuals. But I have to say that I can't complain too much, because my nausea has been very, very manageable. I mean, I've felt car sick for the past 2 months or so, but it hasn't gone past that. I haven't thrown up or anything, which is great, because like this phobia of throwing up, and I have self-diagnosed myself with that because I am terrified of throwing up. So I'm very lucky that I haven't thrown up, not even once. I've had like a couple of scary moments where I was like, whoa, have to stop there. But everything else has been quite manageable, and it's just been a matter of finding the couple of things that really helped me calm that nausea, which in my case were like mints, chewing gum, and sparkling water. Those three things to me have helped so much, so I can't complain. But I will say though, I have been exhausted. I have never been so tired in my life. And I knew that the first trimester was like that. I knew that, you know, fatigue is one of the biggest symptoms as well. But dude, it just killed me. I've been falling asleep everywhere. After lunch, I have to take a 30-minute nap, or else I just can't function. I've never felt luckier about working from home than the past couple of months, because when I start to feel like absolute shit, I can curl up on the couch with a little blanket, have a 20-minute nap, and then get back on my feet. And I can't imagine having to do that while working in an office, or if you work retail, or if you're a waiter or something. Like, I can't imagine having to do that in certain other jobs where you're expected to just be there and be at your best. So props to all of you who have powered through that. You have my uttermost respect, because oh my god, I mean, I've always respected women, obviously, but like, I have a newfound respect for women, or, you know, people who carry pregnancies. Holy shit, that is, what an adventure, what it does to your brain. And I'm only in the first trimester, I'm only just coming out of the first trimester. Oh my god, what it does to your body and to your brain. We are built to last. We are built to last, and we are built to do amazing things. And I've never had so much respect for women in my life. I just feel completely connected to women in a whole other level now. November was a month of coping with those symptoms and just trying to make it through until the next doctor's appointments. The wait is horrible. Waiting for the scans and waiting to get results and for everything is just horrible. But everything looks fine. Today we had the 12-week scan, in which we found out that I'm actually 13 weeks pregnant, not 12. We thought it was 12 and a couple of days. And the doctor, when he was checking everything out, he was like, "You're a few days beyond that. Like, this baby's big. You are about 13 weeks right now." So we've corrected everything to establish that I'm 13 weeks today, which brings the delivery date early a little bit into early June. Let me show you the scan. I actually have the scan here. I already shown you, but I'm a proud mama. Here is the baby, looking mighty fine. Little chicken legs here. It was just amazing to see, and everything was going well, and he was just reassuring the whole time, like as he was checking everything. About halfway through the scan, or a little after halfway through the scan, he was like, "I'm very happy with what I'm seeing. I'll tell you a little bit more in a minute, but so far, very happy with what I'm seeing." And I was like, okay, that is the best news that you could be giving us right now. He was also pretty positive in identifying what we're having. Of course, we have to wait until the 20-week scan to make sure that he was right. But I always say, like, this guy does this 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. If he thinks it's one thing or the other, I'm gonna trust him, because he's seen it all. He's seen everything. So we're having a girl, apparently. At least that's what the scan was showing. Of course, there can be surprises yet, but being 13 weeks instead of 12 like we thought, it makes the guess a little more accurate. So we will be joined by a baby girl in June, if everything goes well. I'm just beyond excited. I didn't care if it was a girl or a boy. I know everyone says that, but I honestly didn't care. I just couldn't care less. But yeah, that's basically why I haven't picked up the camera in a couple of months, because I've either been stressing out about how the health system works, or I've been feeling like crap, or I was asleep. That was basically it. Also, we didn't tell anyone except for like a couple of very close friends. So I also haven't been going out too much. We've been staying in a lot, or doing just chill things, my husband and I together, nothing fancy. So I haven't worn that much makeup, to be honest, and I haven't really felt like putting makeup on. I don't know, it's been, my brain has just been occupied by so many things. I've also had so much work this past, again, couple of months. I work in digital marketing. I'm a freelancer in digital marketing. So the last quarter of the year is always the worst one. There's always so much to do. Everyone's like running around like crazy. All the clients lose their minds because they're like trying to spend all of their budgets before the year ends and trying to get all the results that they haven't got in the rest of the year. Like it's a crazy time. So mixing that with first trimester has been hard. So yeah, I didn't really feel like picking up the camera and talking about makeup. That being said, my symptoms are getting better. I think I'm getting a little bit of my energy back. Not too much though. I mean, as I say this after I took like a 1 hour nap just a little while ago, but I do feel less nauseous. I do have to say that. I only have nausea, maybe a little bit more during the morning, but then it kind of fades away. Still have like heartburn, massive heartburn. I've had that since day one. I honestly can't remember a life without heartburn at this point, but it's okay. I know that some people have absolutely horrible symptoms. They can't get out of bed and they can't go out and do like their normal life, and so I honestly feel very, very lucky that my symptoms have been quite under control for the most part, and that I could actually choose to take a step back when they weren't that good, which is something that I couldn't have done if I were working an office job, or if I were working retail, or if I had another kid that needs me. That also goes out to the mums who already have a kid and are going through this. Well, there is obviously a child who still needs you and you have to be there for them. So my biggest respect to everyone going through this, or who has gone through a worse situation than me. I'm never going to take for granted what I've just lived. I remind myself every day. My husband and I talk about it all the time, and he also says like, wow, we've been really lucky. Like the fact that this has gone smoothly is just big bonus points. But yeah, today is Thursday. Tomorrow is a bank holiday in Spain, so we're gonna have a long weekend, and we have a few things planned. So I thought I would bring you along with me and show you a few snippets here and there, make this a cozy vlog. But we're also doing stuff. I want to read some books. I've been reading quite a lot, which is something that requires little energy from me. So I've been really focusing on reading and finishing books and just powering through that TBR. God, I remember I filmed like the TBR, the books that I wanted to read in autumn. I think I uploaded that halfway through October, but that was filmed like a week before I found out I was pregnant. And when I was editing that video, I remember thinking like, oh girl, you have no idea. You're not gonna read any of these books. But I have been reading. I thought that I wasn't going to be in the mood for reading, but actually reading has been very calming, especially since your brain starts going, a million miles an hour. You're thinking of all of the worst and best situations at the same time. So reading has actually been calming me a lot. Another thing that I've been doing a lot is baking. I don't understand why. I mean, I've always liked to bake, but I hadn't been baking in forever. And then ever since I got pregnant, I'm like, ooh, I want to make this and I want to try and make that, and I'm innovating. I'm like doing new things, and it's crazy. I think a friend of mine said that I was nesting. That was like clearly like a sign of nesting. I'm like preparing food as a way to cope, and it might be true, but it's relaxing to me. I love it, and I love the results, and everything I'm making so far has tasted great, and it's been a big hit with my friends. So I actually want to go ahead and make some cookies now. I'm home alone tonight. My husband is with some friends because he had like a board game night thing planned. I was like, you go have fun and just leave me here. I'm gonna bake some cookies. I'm gonna put on a film. I'm probably gonna be in bed by 10:30. Also, it looks like I'm filming at like midnight. It's currently 7 o'clock, so it's not even that late. but it's pitch black outside, so you know, winter and everything. So it feels a lot later than it is, but it's only 7. I know that this is like universal dinner time, but I'm Spanish, so we eat a lot later than that. So I'm gonna go ahead and bake some cookies. I'm gonna take you along with me, and then I'm gonna make something to eat, and I'm gonna put a film on, and yeah, you're gonna join me for this cozy evening in. Oh, this is the most unflattering light in my entire house. Hi. They're currently balanced on my microwave. My kitchen is a mess. This light is the least flattering light in my entire house. And both my cats have decided to join me in the kitchen to eat. So we're gonna bake some chocolate chip cookies. Actually, I think I'm gonna change because this is a relatively clean shirt and I don't want to get flour on it. Hang on. This jacket is the only thing I bought in Black Friday. It's perfect. It's so warm and fuzzy. It's perfect. Anyway, I'm gonna tidy the kitchen before we start with the cookies because it's driving me insane. Okay, that's better. Well, I still need to like wash that cutting board, but anyway, I have been joined by the Queen of the Castle, who has decided to have a little snacky. You gonna eat? What you eating from the floor? Ugh, it's a bit of their food. I put some wet food out for them earlier, and they ate it all, but they tend to make a mess, especially you, and then they find little pieces of it on the floor. There's a little piece right there. Okay, she ate it. That's fine. It was literally like 20 minutes old, so. Oh, that's nice. That looks great. So to bake these, I use Thermomix, which is, it's a mixer, it's a cooker, it also weighs stuff for you. It has like guided cooking as well, like recipes and stuff. So I use that because I have it and it's useful. But this is a pretty basic chocolate chip cookie recipe. So if you want to follow along, I'll leave the ingredients and instructions and everything around here somewhere. But you don't need this mixer. You can use any mixer. You can mix with your hands. I have done this like by hand as well when that was dirty and I didn't feel like cleaning it, but I wanted to make cookies. So just know that you don't need like this huge thing. You can use whatever you have. I really want to put my finger in here and taste the dough, but I won't because I'm pregnant and I can't have raw egg. But if I weren't pregnant, I would be trying that dough. I woke up at 6. I can't do this. I can't keep waking up at 5 or 6 in the morning. I'm gonna go crazy. But anyway, I woke up at 6 and I filmed my winter capsule makeup bag video. So I'm currently editing that to try and get it up before I go out for lunch today. So productiveness can come from insomnia as well. So I'm gonna make the best of it. So my makeup is done. I went for something very, very simple. And if you want to see what products I used, I just uploaded a video of what's in my winter capsule makeup bag, where I show you everything that is in here. And everything I used today is in here and on that video if you're interested. So we're gonna go have lunch at a very traditional Spanish kind of restaurant. Just with some friends. Most of us go see our families during the holidays, obviously, so this is the last time we're going to be all of us together before we go out for the holidays, before everyone flies or drives or goes to see their families. So we put together this little Christmas lunch and yeah, it'll be fun. I'm wearing this jumper that I really like. It's got flowers and it's nice and loose. I don't have a proper bump yet, but I am extremely bloated. I've never been more bloated in my life. So I'm wearing nice and elastic trousers or jeans and this very loose jumper, which is great for when I start getting very bloated. It doesn't make me feel self-conscious. Anyway, we're gonna head out now and make it to lunch. So we just got home and I went directly to wash my face and do my skincare because I know that I'm going to be falling asleep quite early today and I didn't want to have to start to get sleepy on the couch and then realize that I haven't taken my makeup off and have to do it while I just want to go to bed. It's currently 20 to 10 at night. We left at around 12. This is not uncommon in Spanish lunches. Spanish lunches will usually extend all afternoon. We had a really nice meal and then we went for a walk and then we had coffee and then we went for another walk and then we ended up having a few drinks literally right near the car park where we all had our cars because we got to the car park after the coffee and the walk and we were like, it's still early. So we ended up having just a few more drinks until we just got home. I haven't had food. So I might just nibble on something now because I am a little bit nauseous. When I'm hungry, I get nauseous. So I'm just going to nibble on something quick. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and read for a little. I mentioned this in my autumn TBR and I haven't read it yet. My hair is driving me crazy. I have to wash it tomorrow. But yeah, anyway, So I'm gonna have a little snack and then I'm gonna go to bed and read a couple chapters of this and then probably fall asleep because I am exhausted. I don't know if you can hear me properly, but I am basically on my own in this park. Like usually there's a lot of people here. It's around like 8:30 or something, and I've only seen like a couple people running and walking their dogs, but usually there's a lot more people by this time. I have like a park to myself. I love this. Today is Sunday and I'm just about to film my project plan update, which is very long overdue. I haven't done one since early September, so yeah, this is very much overdue. I have a really busy week ahead of me. I have to travel for work and there's a lot of work to do, especially with all the Christmas campaigns and stuff. So I wanted to go ahead and film this before we get too into the holiday season that I can't really find the time. So just about to film that, and then we have some friends coming over a little later on and we're going to be making burgers and playing D&D, which is what we do many Sundays of our lives, and it's a lot of fun. So I will admit that my social battery is a little drained because I'm very much an introvert. I do not thrive in social environments for too long. And I've done something every single day of this long weekend. I did something social on Friday, I did something social yesterday, and I'm doing something social today. These are very close friends who are coming today, so they don't drain my social battery as much as if maybe it's people who I don't have that much of a relationship with. Those are the ones who really drain my battery. If it's very close people, I can actually be transparent with them and say like, dude, I love you guys, but I can't talk to you anymore. But yeah, we're going to be making burgers. It's going to be fun. It's going to be nice. And then play a little D&D. Yeah, so it's going to be... I don't know how much I'm going to film of today because, again, I don't want to shove a camera into my introverted friends' faces. But yeah, I try to get a couple of snapshots of like what we actually do. So yeah.